Happy Friday, everyone. This is Kirby Smith with Lightspeed Construction coming to you today from 37919. That's Knoxville, Tennessee, near the mall. Great zip code, and on a property that I'm inspecting a roof on today. This is probably in and around, I would guess, because I don't really see any hail damage on this. This is probably a post-hail roof from the hailstorm, so it's not that old. It's just everything's just kind of so this is an inspection. This is one of my friendly clients that's either considering buying this property or bought it. The flashing on the chimney is the shingle flashing, right? They didn't even put new counter flashing here. Kind of caulked it, ran it up underneath, right? Not desirable. Bad, actually. I think probably bad's more likely the word. The chimney cap is going to need to be either metal capped or resealed. Both of them are fine, either one of those two solutions. Going back to the roof, there's a handful of screws that are backing out on this roof. None of the flashing is done quite right. Like this flashing doesn't have sealant at these nails, or excuse me, at the screws, where this could certainly come behind here and leak. And that's not just this one location, that's going to be all along here, right, where that water can come in here and leak. And it's going to be a vulnerable roof because it's just kind of brother-in-law. These roofs are probably the most commonly brother-in-law jobs. By brother-in-law, I mean somebody hiring a contractor without a business, maybe a lawn guy that does metal roofs on the side or something like that. We see that from time to time. You got some stuff that doesn't quite meet right here, and then that's going to be exposed for roof leak. You can see that trim's not meeting right, and that's just completely kind of half done. The screw here is pulling out this backing out screw. That trim's more or less the same. That trim should be lapping under, and it's kind of stopping right there. So, I guess for practical purposes, this roof could make it more time. It could last longer. I will say it's got two layers, this roof, and by brother-in-law, I mean metal was laid over the top of the shingles. Shingles weren't removed, and the boards underneath apparently don't look to be too great. I can grab a quick snip of that, but just a handful of screws in this roof backing out. You can see a couple of them right there. A lot of times those will be like on the leading edges where the most force is. And I think the customer is pretty much the market for a new roof and new gutters. I'll say this, these gutters haven't been changed, and they are as old as the house is. They're rusted steel gutters. The outside of them have been painted, but they're definitely in need for new gutters for sure. The roof's going to be a little bit more than typical because we'll have to remove two boards. We'll have to remove two layers of material. That'll be the shingles underneath and the metal on top, right? So you can see that underneath here. It'll be shingles underneath the metal here, the shingles and the metal. And then these boards, I don't think they're in great shape. They're probably going to be original to the home. You can see them kind of not meeting right here. Is it possible that they're okay? I don't think so. I think they're going to be, for lack of a better word, kind of a problem. And speaking to the metal roof once more, typically there's going to be drip edge here where I wouldn't be able to see this. It would be covering the face of this board, and there's not. So that's, I guess, in a good sense for me, because I can notice that the boards appear to be a possibility for needing to be replaced. Otherwise, that's kind of my full inspection on this property. It's just a highly marginalized metal roof that could certainly have a good argument for needing to be replaced, and it just doesn't look great. Besides the fact that there's flaws with it. The gutters are the same story, and probably want to talk about painting the fascia boards behind the gutters if and when the gutters are replaced. So anyway, that's my opinion on this property, guys. There it is. Hope you guys enjoyed the video and have a great weekend. Kirby Smith with Lightspeed Construction.